Declare type. Record is record. Salary 8. Minimum salary default value is 1000. By defining minimum salary is 1000. V underscore hire date. Employee hire date. So before that, I am creating a table, employee table. Create table employee as select HR dot. Now we are defining a record type. Declare type. Record is record. V underscore salary is 8. We are defining a salary value is 8. Default value is 1000. Minimum salary default value is 1000. Hire date, we are defining a variable hire date. It is retrieve the hire date from employee table, and here a reference for record variable. The my record dot salary record plus V minimum salary plus 500. So it is retrieve the minimum salary and added 500. And hire date, it is retrieved from the system date. System date is a hire date. Select star from here. V underscore my record is a reference. Reference of what? Reference of record. V underscore record one. It is retrieve the employee value from employee where employee ID equals to 100. Now check that it is added the 500 to the employee salary. Shows an error. Higher date must be line number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sorry. Employees table. Okay, so default value of minimum salary is 1000. The 1000 plus 500. It is 1500. It is retrieve the higher date. Today higher date is 14 September. Okay. Then value is key. Okay. Employee ID 100. Last name is key. You write here. Select start from employee. Employee underscore ID equals to 100. Last name is King. Then advantages of the row type attribute. The number of data type of the underlying database column need not to be known. Okay, so a number and data type of the underlying database. So you are not bothered about which data type you have to mention for a variable or for a row. Any type of value that you are retrieved from the SQL table you can store by using a row type attribute. The row type attribute is useful when you want to retrieve a row with select statement, a row label insert or update statement. That is a advantages. The number and data type of underlying database column need not to be known. So which column you want to retrieve, and what should be the your data type. So you don't care about it. You can retrieve any type of value and store in the variable. So that is a main advantages. The advantages using row type attribute is what? The using row type attribute are listed in the slide. That row type attribute, you are not sure about that structure of underlying database table. If you are not knowing what is the structure of database table and you want to retrieve the record, in that scenario we are using this row type attribute. The main advantages using row type attribute is that it simplify the maintenance. Using row type attribute ensure that the data type of the variable declared with this attribute change dynamically when the underlying table is altered. If the underlying table is altered, then you have to use this row type attribute. If a DDL statement change the column in a table, the PLSQL program unit is invalidated. When the program is recompiled, it is automatically reflect the new table format. Then row type attribute is particularly useful when you want to retrieve the entire row from a table. In the absence of this attribute, you should force to declare a variable for each column retrieved by the select statement. So here there is no requirement of defining any kind of variable, any kind of data type. You can retrieve whole the row and store in a particular value. Okay, so that may be any type of data. It may be a character, it may be a word, any kind of but integer, numeric, anything value you can store here. In next example for row type attribute is declare v underscore employee number is 124, means we have to retrieve the record of employee ID, that is 124. Then v underscore employee record employee row type, select star into v employee record from employees. It is retrieve the information from employee table where employee ID equals to v dot employee number. Okay, we are giving a employee number here. Insert into retired employee. Retired employee, employee number, employee name, job, manager, hire date, leave date, salary, commission percentage, department number, values up to this. Okay, so we define another table, that is a retired employee table. Create table retired employee, employee number, employee name, job, manager, hire date, leave date, salary, commission percentage, department number. So we are creating this retired employee table. Now we retrieve the employee number is 124 employee record. Select star into employee record from employee where employee ID equals to B employee number. Insert into retired employee table. It is inserting a record into the employee table. Employee number, employee name, job, manager, hire date, leave date, salary, commission percentage, department. Then values were inserted here. Okay. Then here we defining what a record reference, V underscore employee record, job ID, V dot employee record, manager ID. So these are the value. Okay, so we first retrieve the information and store in a record, and one by one we retrieve the value from a record and insert into the retired employee table information. Once we retrieve this information, let's check. 124 is inserted where the statement is processed. Now we retrieve the value from the retired employee table. See, see there, two times it is inserted. Hire date, leave date is today date. Okay. Here,
Yes, sir.
it is another example by defining a customer table, ID, name, age, address, salary, where inserted the six record. Then here we define a record. Record name is customer underscore record. Then customer's row type. Then select star into customer record from customer table. It is retrieve the data from the customer table where ID equals to 2. It is retrieve the information and store in the customer record. Now it is printing you customer ID, customer.record.id, customer record.name, then age. So here it is printing you customer ID 2, name, Kilan and 25. Means all the total row is stored in this customer record, and from the record one by one we retrieve the value. Customer record.id, customer record.name, customer record.age. Okay, it's just like a temporary memory location where you store the value. Means it is store the information uh, as a row basis.